Good morning. Wow, sir, you need to get your butt out the way. Oh my God. I'm sorry I had to even start it like this, y'all. Dang, I'm sorry. I'm over here cussing cars out. I got a headache for real though. You know why? You know why? Because I'm overstimulated.
Think we should do something crazy.
Because I'm overstimulated and I ain't had my coffee yet. So I'm on my way to drop my baby off, y'all. I am actually off today, but not off, okay? I'm off from work, not off from life. I'm off from work, not off from motherhood, right? So I'm on my way to drop my baby off to daycare. And then I'm gonna go to my job still. I have to go there to get some paper signed. And then I have to, after that, then I'll be going home. And then by that time, my man should be, hold on, y'all, hold on. And then at that time, my man should be, he should be done, like, getting ready and stuff. And we have to step out. We have to, what do we have to do? We have to do something. Oh, yeah. I have to get a SIM card. Go ahead, go. Go. You ain't got no blankets on. I ain't got no damn blankets on. You're making it seem like you going straight. We need to go get a SIM card for my old phone so that I can activate that phone for Layla to use for her Omnipod. Okay? Yeah. Because the monitor, it's just easier to have a cell phone instead of the little monitor, because that way, like, I can see her blood sugars if I'm far away from her. It don't even matter as long as she's sharing like her Dexcom clarity with me. I can see it wherever she is. So it's better with a cell phone. Okay, so I done made it to the daycare. Let me hurry up and get out of here. Did you see? No, put this down.
So this is what it looks like. The pod holds up to 200 units of U100 insulin. So that's U100 refers to short-acting, and it will last for 3 days or 72 hours. Then your pod will technically expire, and you'll be notified that it's expiring in 72 hours. But just know you have an 8-hour grace period to get it changed. I think it gives you an extra 8 hours where it's fully functional, and you'll just continue to get those alerts that say it's expired. So if they're at school or you're out and you don't have an extra pod, don't worry, you have 8 hours to get home and get it changed. That being said, it's always a good idea to take extra supplies with you. Have them at school, have them in the car, or actually don't leave them in the car in the Florida heat. Carry them with you, but always have an extra pod or two and insulin so you can change a pod if something happens. So the pod is waterproof, just like the Dexcom. So you put this on, wear it for 3 days in the back. Who remembers? The 4 things in front of you.
Alcohol pad, insulin, pod, Dexcom. No? Not Dexcom.
Pod, alcohol, your phone, and the app.
The app. Right.
Okay, so now you can go ahead, you've got those things in front of you, and click on Set Up New Pod.
Don't touch, don't open it, don't open it. Wait a minute.
Okay, now we're going to follow these instructions exactly in the order that they're given. Fill the new pod with insulin. Fill with 200 units. Do you fill with 400?
Okay.
Yes, you do. And yeah, Lisa and Sandy, they help with the drawing up the insulin. Lisa are used to doing that and getting the bones out.
Do you remember drawing up insulin?
Yeah. Yeah, I still do every now and then, right? I have to sometimes. Okay. So we can open it, right? Yeah.
Let's do 150.
150.
Has everyone used the vial before?
We haven't.
Yes,
Okay.
I have.
Right, so a lot of you started on 10. So, on a vial,
Yeah, listen, Lisa.
we want to put air into the vial first. So, yeah, connect your syringes. You gotta like twist the little top to the bottom to make the syringe. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is you're gonna pull air into the syringe, the amount of units that you wanna fill your pump with.
Right,
So,
I don't know if you all heard me, 200, 150, 100, 150, 150. Is how much air you draw down to the one, to
that's
the
what we're gonna
mark.
fill your pod with, but you first wanna put air into the syringe of that amount. It makes it easier.
You can put
You
your
need to
vial
find that little
down
needle.
and push the air in.
There it is, it's hiding.
Then we want to flip it over
And you just twist it.
to that same amount.
Not yet. When you take it off, you can paint it. You collect them and you can paint it.
And then remove that
Put it, well, you gotta
and draw
pull
it up
off
to
of this.
150.
I did.
You did? Okay, then go ahead and just put it straight in. And actually,
No?
push the air in while it's
Oh,
still on the
push it in.
table.
Okay.
Yeah, and keep your finger down and then invert it, turn it upside down. There
Okay.
you go.
Now, okay.
And let it slowly fill.
You're gonna go straight in.
If there are
You're gonna go straight in and you're gonna push the air in.
And Layla, you
And now
need to
flip it
look for
over.
bubbles. Do you see any bubbles in there?
It's okay. Can't do it. You're not gonna
I need
mess
a
it
little
up. You
help.
can get the air.
Yeah, but
You're gonna
first,
pull
go a
out.
little past the 150.
A little.
Yeah, so that the bubble can come out. Yeah. No, that's not gonna. You're not gonna get shot with
No,
this,
this
mommy.
no, that shot is
No,
going in the
yeah.
pod. It's not going anywhere near you. It's just going right in there.
Right.
So then if you tap it, kind of bubbles in the middle,
Yeah.
and then push them up.
And you see how there's like bubbles up here?
When you're done,
I'm
cover it.
gonna push the bubbles back up.
Okay, that's good.
Champagne bubbles at the bottom.
Oh, it's getting a shot, not you. Oh, that, little champagne bubbles are fine, but yeah, the big ones you want.
Okay, there we go. I think the big one came out.
Yeah,
There's no big bubbles at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then you're going to put it right in that opening, and then you're going to listen for 2 beeps when mom is filming it. So you just push down slowly, and then you listen for the 2 beeps and keep going once you hear them.
Back up. Be careful. Yep.
Okay.
And then push this all the way in. Just keep pushing. You'll hear 2 beeps. That means you have the minimum fill. Perfect.
Yep,
Keep
I
going.
heard it. The beep beep.
Keep going. Any more? Perfect. And then once you guys take it out, just put the caps back on and we'll collect the sharks. So you have just
Okay, watch out.
you have just filled your pod with insulin.
Okay.
So I don't have to get insulin anymore. I'm so happy.
Be happy. Well, you still have to get insulin, but I'm not gonna be sticking you.
Communicating.
Oh,
I have a passport.
you know, every time you gotta put the thing.
Sienna, what, mommy?
It's
what's
okay.
my-
I mean,
what's
okay. So listen.
gonna be my
And
password?
now just let it sit next to that. And
This is like a
What's
pen. Make that
What's my password?
still after.
I'm gonna tell you later. Wait a minute. Don't worry about it because you're trying to use it for something. I told you it's important. Move. I'm telling you, it's not for games. Your phone is not for games. It's for this only. You're not gonna be able to use any games. It doesn't work for games. It only works for this.
I'm going to collect the syringes.
Okay.
take alcohol and
You
clean
didn't?
off your skin where you're going
Some
to
people use a pot every 2 days. They don't have it fast.
And
And if that happens,
Oh, you're just playing around with
if
that.
that
Okay.
happens, like we only filled it with 150. If we realize she needs more than that, you'll start filling it because it can fill up to 200. Okay. She probably doesn't even need that much. How much is she using right now? Daily?
Daily, I don't know, but every meal is about 6 to 7 units.
Okay, so let's say 7.
Where you gonna put it? You on your leg?
7 times 4, 20, 30 plus her long acting is how much?
14 units.
So 30, so let's say she uses 50 a day. 3 days is 100 a day. That should be nice. So everyone's communicating, we're all.
Yes.
Where do you want it?
There you
Right
go.
on
It's
your bed?
priming. It's
Okay,
priming.
communicating.
Okay. We're here. Layla, be careful. Stop.
Yeah, so hold on, guys. Are we just doing it all separate? Okay. So,
No, go ahead, Lisa, go.
oh, okay. So everyone's pod, if it's done communicating, you want to pick your spot and clean it.
Mm-hmm. So you want to do it? Which way?
So pick your spot and clean it.
Which way?
Did you already talk about directions?
We did talk about it, but it's up here on the screen to remind you, arms and legs, it goes up and down, abdomen, low back, it goes side to side.
Okay, so no, you have to do it on the
And we're
side.
gonna try to
Yep.
get it
See?
aligned with the.
Thank you for that reminder. See? You're
There's a
awesome.
lot.
Yeah.
Wow, it's really clean.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta like, when you're ready, you'll see, when you're ready, you're gonna flip open this plastic piece that's on the pod.
Yep.
You gotta
Don't touch
rip
it.
it off so the
Layla,
hips
Layla.
part open.
You
Kind of, yeah, flip it all over. Yeah. It's
Why you use your bathroom now when we finna do the thing?
And then you gently.
You can't hold it?
No.
Just hold on for a second. Hold on. Let's put this on and then you can use the bathroom. No, it's the same as the Dexcom. It's the same. It doesn't hurt no more.
Did you already clean the spot?
Yes.
Okay, so now this plastic piece you're gonna flip up like a soda can top, but it's hard. So you gotta use it hard. It's supposed to be wet.
Yo. Oh. Oh, we took it off. Okay.
So now you're gonna pull this off. Adhesive is underneath.
Yes.
You're gonna pull off the adhesive one by one gently.
One by one.
You're exposing the adhesive and then you're gonna
You're sleepy?
Ah, it won't.
No.
I didn't know this shirt.
Oh, both of them at the same.
Okay.
Okay.
And just, yeah, keep it like you're doing this, hold it from underneath.
Just do it right now. It hurts on your leg? So you want to your side? Probably right.
What did you put? Your leg?
place it.
And your Dexcom's over
You
here.
start, so you press start and you where you start.
Just press it through.
Huh? Yeah. Whatever. It doesn't hurt. Layla. She's so nervous. She's like, get out.
I know.
No, it's.
She's like, I gotta go use the
first
bathroom.
time. Yeah.
It's gonna be like a quick little like rubber band snap and then we're ready.
Okay.
So don't get startled, the sound's gonna bother you more than anything.
Okay.
It's a quick little snap. So, well, it doesn't go right on. Put that on first.
Oh, yeah? Okay, okay.
It's not like the Dexcom.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
sticky.
Gotcha.
You gotta press OK for that.
Okay.
Yeah, that part isn't gonna hurt.
So right now, it's just gonna put on.
Yeah, that's just a sticker. Put it on. Right, nothing happens when you put it on. And just rub around the adhesive a bit. This part doesn't do anything.
Okay. Awesome. See, that's it. That's it, Layla. Do you feel any different?
This, yes, take that off too.
Do you feel any
Yeah,
different?
nothing happens when you put it on. You have to press start.
Do
for
you
it to
feel any
activate.
different? Yeah, you can touch it. See?
Yeah.
So lay down. Don't push on it. Just don't try to take it off. You understand? Just be careful. You know,
And for
when
you,
you're
you're pressing it okay. I almost want you to like push up a little bit so that it hits actually.
Okay.
You do the password too fast. You do the password so fast.
When you're ready to do it, it's good to do.
Why did you give me?
Oh, look, she got it on her belly, Leah. So maybe next time you can do your belly.
You got
In
lots
3
of
days.
options.
Yeah.
Practice it.
You know?
You can like pinch up a little bit when you do it. When I press start, it's not going to do it yet. Let's start, and then
You
you
wanna
have to
stand
say,
up?
is your
Stand up,
body
do it.
securely in place? It's going to have a little sound, so just like the Dexcom.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, see?
So then, want to press this?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Right now it is.
Let me see. See, you don't even know it's there. You forget about it. You don't even know it's there. It's cool. I love it.
Is that okay? Okay. You're good?
Okay.
Okay.
We do what? Check cannula, check pod.
Okay, that's good.
On side to side. Ready? Sit down. Sit. Ready? Can I put start?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Let me see.
Relax. Relax.
Well, you have to press another button. So press start.
Oh, press start. Okay.
Press start because you still have to press another button. Then you
Oh.
press yes.
I told you not to use
Relax your
Relax.
leg. Relax your leg. So I wanted to make sure it goes into your skin, not on your muscle. I'm gonna pinch up.
Relax. It don't do nothing. Relax.
There. That's it.
See?
How was that?
That's it.
Like a little
How did it
snap,
feel?
right?
Wait a minute. Wait, it's still loading. Wait. You don't want to touch it. Okay. It's cannula. Let me
So
see.
here's one last step after you it's in. We want to make sure that you actually it's in. Hopefully it is. You can you can sort of see on the top kind of like a pink little coloring here.
Okay.
That's one way to know that it works. Also, if you look into the little window on the side,
the needle, yeah.
you can kind of see the little fishing
Yeah,
wire
if you
pointing
use a
down.
flashlight.
Yeah, you
helps.
can usually use a flashlight on your phone. You can kind of see it. There's like a little window. You'll see the little line that's coming down. Do you
And
see
then
that?
if you've seen that, press yes and then
But also this is like
switch to automated mode, just say yes.
Okay. Relax. Relax.
You might want to use a
Sit
flashlight.
back. Sit back for a second. Yeah. Let it rest. Sit back. Relax. Don't. Relax. Let it get used to you first. You gotta get used to it. Right?
Switch to automated.
Check how many cards you have.
You did it, Layla.
That's it.
And then it calculates it for you.
No. She's trying to do something else with the phone. Yeah. Okay, it's connected. What you need to calculate for? No, I don't need to touch nothing on this phone, Lila. This phone is not for you to play with, okay? It's not for you to play with. It's not for you to,
25 minutes.
for you to, you see where he got it? He got it on his back. It's not gonna hurt. It's the same thing. It's just a pinch. It don't hurt. It's the same thing as the Dexcom.
I think all of your apps are waiting to connect to your Dexcom, except I see, James, you already have a number. So what did you do to make it happen fast? Yeah, maybe
He was outside, so it's
yeah,
possible.
maybe. Okay, so
Stand up.
okay.
Stand up.
Brian has a number.
No, just walk to the table.
Great.
Just walk to the table.
Yeah, it may say limited for a little
sit down.
bit, just while it gets a few
Sit down.
Dexcom readings going,
Relax.
and it'll
Relax.
switch to automated again. You don't have to do anything. There's one more setting that I want you to turn off that's important. So go to your app and click on, remember where we find the settings? Under menu, the lower right hand corner, and then go to bullet settings.
Wait.
Then I want you to find reverse correction and toggle that off. You already did that? We want reverse correction off. We don't need that. You find it? Okay, perfect. Then you can back out of that. And congratulations, you're a Potter. You're a Potter. Congratulations, there's no more shots, right?
Are you happy?
More important things, but yeah, keep an eye out for your Dexcom to connect. I think, yeah, we've got it.
Awesome. I love it. I love it.
So everybody has a book. This is a resource for you. It doesn't go over any of the things that we did here today setting it up, but it talks about troubleshooting, sick day, how to find different products for removal and healing of your skin. If there's any problem, we certainly are available, but everything's in here for resources. We're going to go over some of the sick day
Oh, this
and
is a patch.
troubleshooting issues. Of course, when we have them, if we have them, in this next couple of days, you can call us directly. Except at 2 o'clock in the morning. We always have a doctor on call for emergencies, but hopefully everything in here is gonna help you navigate through that. We know how to treat a low, right? We
Yes.
may need less treatment for a low on the pump. So if we're giving the normal thing and where blood sugars are shooting up, we're gonna try giving a little bit less. Because the algorithm and the basal are so on target that it raises the blood sugar pretty quickly, so we find that people do not need as much for correction. Also, we tend to find that we need to give more insulin for food. So we've made some adjustments already, but we're gonna be looking and evaluating that so that if we do need a change for that, we'll be doing that.
All right.
Go ahead. I was just, filling in.
Okay. So, as Lynette said, no more shots.
The thing go off? Yeah.
Yeah. That's out.
It will.
So if the pump falls off, then we're not getting what in our bodies?
Insulin.
Insulin. And is that a problem?
Yes.
Yeah. What's the biggest difference from a pump to what you were previously doing with injections? When the pump falls off, what do we not have in our bodies that we had before? Long-acting insulin. So before we had long-acting, it was kind of like our background, somewhat of a safety mechanism there. Pump falls off, we have no insulin in the body. So we have to react to that relatively quickly. I don't mean like 5 minutes, but you don't want to go hours without having a pump on you, because the blood sugars are going to start to rise and they're going to stay high, and that's kind of your clue something's going on, and you need to pay attention to that. So we always want to have backups for these reasons. You're not always going to be available to just put a new pod on, okay? So you want to always have a method of getting insulin some other way, whether you have backup pens, you have extra pens, we sent syringes with these vials that you just filled your pump up with. You can carry the vial around. Worst cases, you can use not the syringe the pod came with, but the normal syringes that you would give an injection with. You can give an insulin injection with that, just as a backup. Schools should always have a backup dose, because if that pump falls off, we need another way for your kids to get insulin. So it's always good to have backup pod, backup insulin, and a backup way to get that insulin in their bodies. So again, carrying an extra pen around. Everyone has vials and pens in their prescription from the pharmacy. So you probably cannot pick up the same in the same month, but every other month maybe you can swap off if you want, or just have some pens available, just in case. If the pod falls off and you know that you're not going to be able to put a new one on for another day, we're going to have to go put some long-acting in the body too. Most patients just call us if this happens, because it's a lot to know right now. And we'll start feeling it. Okay, but again, always have with you backup insulin, backup pens. It's a good idea to also have a glucometer, a way to check blood sugars in case the dextrons fall off. And I will talk about what happens if dextrons fall off. You just have to. And then, of course, as always, we always want to have a way to treat lows. Right? We want to always keep that with us. So always have your backups. Let me just kind of go. So, what are we worried about? We're worried about if the pump comes off and the blood sugars start to rise. What are we trying to avoid happening? Why is it bad if our sugars go high for too long?
Too much keto.
Ketones. Did anyone get diagnosed when they were in DKA? When they were diagnosed, you remember that being a very icky thing? Or have you blocked it out of your mind?
Yeah,
You didn't know what it was. You felt mom probably remembers. You felt food.
Oh, it was crazy.
It was crazy, right? So we worry about ketone development if there's no insulin in the body. That's the biggest thing. It's a deficiency of insulin. So if the pod falls off, blood sugar starts to rise. We need them to feel like it's not because they ate that cookie and didn't bolus for them. It's because there's no insulin in their body. If there's no insulin in the body can start to develop ketones. If we don't react to that, they can get sick and have DK. So we need to prevent that from happening. So, if truly on a pump, and I'll show you what it looks like, but if you have blood sugars that are above 250, and you go and give a dose through the pump, and nothing happens, and it's not coming down, and it's been like an hour, and nothing's happening, and it's not coming down, you're gonna wanna assume there's something going on. Okay? We'll check for ketones. If there's moderate to large ketones, we will have you change the pod. You're gonna take the one off and put a new one on, but we are normally gonna have you give an injection before that. Because we don't wanna waste time putting a new pod on, worrying if that one's gonna be a problem or not. We wanna get rid of those ketones as soon as possible. So if you ever have moderate to large ketones, you will give an injection either through a pen or with the vial. Again, we can walk you through these steps. And then we'll put a new pod on. Okay? If their trays are small, we can give a correction through the pump, and then just kind of make sure the blood sugars are starting to come down. As long as we see them coming down, we know that the pump is delivering insulin. Okay? Everyone has our emergency line in their phone?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure you do. The office number, you dial 9. During the workday, we have our diabetes education team in the office. There's always a doctor on call. So if your kid has moderate to large ketones, please call us. Let me show you some stuff. Also, does everyone know how to get onto Gluco? Does everyone have a Gluco account, gluco.com? Yes. Okay. There's probably, I don't find the right thing. There's going to be times, there's going to be times where, this has happened. The app sometimes, like, we've had patients say the app on the phone, has this happened with you at all? The app like just stops working on the phone? Yeah. We've had recently patients say that the app, the Omnipod app has like, just like wiped out their numbers randomly. And they've had to re-enter the settings. So my recommendation is take a picture of the settings that we gave you. You can always go into gluco.com. There's a way to look at the device settings in there to get all of your settings. A lot of patients will call our office tonight, hopefully. So it's just good. Keep the settings, and again, worst cases you can go back to injections for a little bit, but it's always a good idea to know what your settings are. Okay, but in Gluco you can do that. A few little things with the pump that could happen: irritation at the site that looks like this. A little angry. So some of you guys might get some irritation just from like the adhesive. And we have ways, we can recommend ways to help you with that and fix that. But if you actually have an infection where it's like harder, hot, red, bumpy, that's gonna be something you wanna call your pediatrician or go in, because calling us, we can't see it. They'll need to usually prescribe antibiotics, so just be aware. There's okay redness, but if it hurts, if it's hard, if it's warm to the touch, it's probably infected, that would be a pediatrician.
And our doctors can't really assess it by a picture.
Yeah, and so, obviously if it hurts, take off the pod. We're gonna change that.
So let me
In
know
order
if
for
it
your
hurts, okay?
pediatrician to
If
order
it
antibiotics
hurts,
or whatever they need to
or
do.
if it's
They
painful,
need to see
if
all
it don't feel like the doctor, then okay? So give it a chance
Okay, so
to
this
get
is
used to
what it could look like. If we look at the depths, if we see something like this, blood sugars are, closer to target. This is like what, 200 to 180, and then they suddenly start to rise. Okay, wait, and they just like stay. If your insulin, and then I'm going to talk through a few things. If your insulin pump stops working randomly, what do we do? What if, okay, so we have it on the phone. What if we don't have an extra pod to put on? So whether the pump stops working, like your phone, you lose your phone, you have no way to get into your Omnipod settings, you don't have a controller, you have no more pods, you can't use your pump.
Go back to normal.
You remove the pump and
start lactose and then a correction is needed.
Yes, so go back to what you were doing yesterday.
Before,
Today.
yeah.
Okay, if you know the pump is not on you, you forget, oh my goodness. Give long-acting insulin, and then continue with mealtime boluses. In that case, if you give long-acting right now, what time is it, 4 o'clock? Then don't start a new pump until about 4 o'clock tomorrow, because then you'll have long-acting in your system. Okay, what happens if your CGM, your Dexcom stops working, you don't have any more, it falls off, and the company's sending you a new one, and you don't have it, there's insurance issues, do we need to go back to injections?
Finger sticks?
Finger sticks, can we still use our pump?
Yes.
Yes, can we use it in automated mode? No.
No,
No, we use it
manual.
manual. Okay, so if you don't have a CGM to use, you can still use your pump. Remember, a pump is just a way to get insulin. It's just a different way to get insulin. You will not have any of the features of the automated system, but you will still be able to get insulin instead of getting injections. Okay, so just remember what the pump actually is. Let's see, what else? Anything else that we think that is super important? We will give you school forms.
Yes.
Again, your book has, let me just make sure there's anything else I really wanted to touch on.
Does anybody have any questions?
I was gonna ask about this.
Yeah.
Mommy, do I throw this in the garbage?
You can, Bella, yeah. Hold on, wait, stand up. Stand up.
We're gonna give you a whole new school form.
Yeah, we're gonna give you a whole new school form that has that you're using a pump on it. And then it has backup doses at school in case there's an issue at school. Like now, before you leave, we give you a school form. Yeah, we have it.
And you recommend to leave like a pen with them?
Leave either a vial or a pen with them. We need a backup. Schools will likely not put a new pod on for you. If it falls off. So let's say
Careful.
it's 11 o'clock in the morning and his pod falls off. You want him to be able to go to the nurse and get an injection.
Right.
And then you can put a new pod on at home. You can get those injections every 3 hours.
I don't necessarily leave he carries it with him back and forth.
His insulin.
So
just make sure he has insulin if it's on him or at the nurse, whatever, as a way that he can get it. That if there's no pod on them at school, that they can get insulin.
You can leave an unopened pen that you haven't started there for the month or 2 months. And if he uses it one time, it's only gonna be good for 30 days. So you can either switch it out, because you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't need an injection there. So you just wanna be aware, you don't wanna like waste your insulin there.
Right, that's.
So if he uses it, if it's used, you can take it back and use it for a pod change within that 30 days. And then give them another one.
And that's a good, you can always, if you need, you can always fill your pod with your insulin pen. So, like let's say you use a pen and then you're like, it's gonna go to waste.
Right, like I have.
You can take, the syringe that you use to get the insulin out of the vial, you can put it, instead of putting a needle on the top of the pen, you can put the syringe at the top of the pen. You don't put air in it though.
Okay.
You just pull it out. Okay? And you can fill your pod. You can like pretend like the pen's at the vial. The only thing to truly know is you don't put air in it, and once you've used it now as a vial, it cannot be used as a pen again. So now just continue using it as a vial. Just fill, there's only 300 units in it, won't last
Right
long.
at the end of the hallway, right around the corner.
And then once the vial is open, so this one's open, this doesn't need to be in the fridge?
No, room temperature, keep it open for 30 days. So just continue using that to fill the pod.
So you don't really want to bring a vial to school that's full, that's going to get used at all. And then, because that's 1,000 units in there compared to a pen. So if you have extra pens, that's a better option. Plus, if they're going to use the pen, you want to have pen needles there so they can get the injection and then let them know if they use it to make sure that you know that you can change it out.
If you're traveling, we can give you travel letters if you are traveling. You don't always need it, but just to have it. When you're traveling, you always want to keep your supplies with you in your carry-on, never check them. And always, again, bring extra pods, extra insulin, extra Dexcom, like more than you think you're going to need. Glucometer, just have extra stuff with everything.
Has anybody found a way to get more discounts? Or is it like the whole process every time?
We try to order, extra. The insurance companies are gonna dictate that.
We can try adding a fourth sometimes, they don't always approve it.
Yeah, and,
You can try.
That's what we do, yes.
And what's the problem?
It's just the
About
process
sending new
of
ones?
doing it,
Right.
We'll just tell them it fell off and just.
Yeah, they've been pretty decent, like, time-wise, and they don't really say no, it's just like you have to go through the process of writing a replacement, so.
Yeah, if you call Dex, if you ever have an issue, like, I normally have an issue, just tell them that it malfunctioned and it was on the arm.
Right.
That's the only place it was technically approved for, even if it wasn't on the arm, just tell them it was on the arm.
Right.
I don't know if you can do, like, you can probably do that without it actually being faulty and get an extra one. But, I don't know.
They do keep tabs on it, so if people are just calling every month, they're gonna start to
Right.
request
They
it.
started to limit, like, the amount of replacements. Back in the day, every time you called,
Yeah.
they said, now they're limiting, I think they said 3 a year, which is
Yeah.
I know,
ridiculous.
but
Yeah.
I heard that if there's actually issues, because they knew that some were faulty.
They know, they're getting sued, so they know what's
Yeah,
happening. There's lawsuits happening.
there was actual sensors that were faulty, that like.
Right, and telling them the lot number is very helpful. They'll check
They
things
look
out.
into my account, yeah,
Right.
that's what they did with mine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They saw that stuff.
Right.
The pod also, it's hard to get extras, but we send in for at least that you switch every 2 days, even though most people will get away with every 3 days.
Make sure you pick up your stuff every 30 days though. Because I know some people go, well, I didn't need it for 40 days, well that, if you have that extra one.
Yeah, you could use it.
And again, we will be in touch with you, because we will probably need to make adjustments as we see what's happening.
If in the event, for whatever reason, the Dexcom readings are incorrect, so either they're too high or too low, when he's not really, or vice versa, there's a way that I can stop the insulin giving on the pump?
You can pause insulin delivery.
Like pause it?
I don't recommend.
I don't recommend it either, but
No.
If you calibrate the Dexcom, will it?
Oh, okay. I was just gonna ask that. Yeah. I think.
And then go back when it's reading.
I mean, the truth is, if you're not trusting the Dexcom, go into manual mode.
Yeah.
It's probably your best bet.
Yeah, I mean, I know from experience that
Yeah.
Dexcom isn't always correct, particularly in that initial warm-up, in the first 8 hours, whatever, and then the last, day 9, you start seeing
Yep.
wonky numbers.
Like she asked, do you think calibrating the Dexcom would
Yes,
help?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah,
Okay.
calibrate the Dexcom, and then when you see the numbers back to where they should be, then switch it back.
Okay. Okay.
And remember, when you're calibrating, you want to calibrate when the arrow is flat.
Right.
So if it's up or down, it's
Yeah.
not gonna it's not as if you just, you want to calibrate when you have a
Stable number. Yeah.
Right,
Gotcha.
yeah.
So yeah, worst case is if you don't trust the Dexcom, go into manual mode.
Okay.
Any
Oh,
other
if you switch devices, you have to switch during the pod change.
If you
Okay.
switch devices, like if you decide to go from the controller to a phone, it needs to be on, like right now, we're putting
Okay.
the pod on.
Okay.
You can't do it like you can't decide right now to put it on.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing with if you switch to the channel.
This is okay?
Well,
Okay, come on.
feel free to contact us with questions. Sandy and I will kind of be looking at your stuff.
She.
We'll check in. Yeah, it's around the corner.
Okay.
Oh, let me give you school form. And then you can.
Think we should do something crazy. Like say fuck every